Hello everybody to Kerbal Space Program. Well, this week 0.17, the long-awaited update where we finally get more planets than Kerbin. So let's get in the game. You see the menus changed. Oh god, we all thought it was just a Kerbin running around. It's an empty helmet. We're going to there's also a separate stage. This got changed, it looks better. We are going to use the Kurt Prize 7. And our destination is either the Venus or the Mars planet, because simply they have an atmosphere where I can dive into with the space shuttle and land. I do not plan on returning yet. Just getting there is going to be a lot. So we've got Bill, Jeb and Bob, the common brothers, and we have our shuttle. Okay. Engines to full. Landing gear up, in. Final check. This is okay. This is not okay. Okay, now it's okay. In 3, 2, 1. Lift off. And KSP remains as loud as you can get it. Let's see if we can still lower voices. Do they have voices? Don't remember. No, doesn't change a thing. So this tiny little thing is going up is our rocket. I made some changes to so we can't ignore the noise. Actually we can, I'll just lower it in post edit. And you guys wouldn't have noticed already, because I would saying loud noise. What loud noise? I would have changed it in post. So yeah, biggest problem with this design was these are the stages. Why I'm talking so loud, because I can't hear myself. I had to add these little rockets to push them off. These stages should be done soonish. Then we need to throw them off immediately. Yes. And there they go. Clean as a whistle. Getting these two off. We have to wait until they burn out of fuel, and then we can start making the turn. We could make a turn with them in this configuration, but it would be hard. Also, it wouldn't get the orbit I wanted. So, yeah. It's not going to be a long episode. We're just going to get ourselves into the orbit so that we can plan for a later mission. You can see here the nuclear engine, which we don't really need, because I've tested this. I can go to the orbit of other planets. Main concern is catching up with other planets, so that's something I still have to train on. We're about to leave the atmosphere, or actually leave the less. That's the our atmosphere, normal density, slightly lower, very thin, no atmosphere. And actually, look, we already are in the orbit. Going over a kilometer per second. Only in space flight, people only in space flight. Otherwise, this would be a really fast car. I think we're on the last 2 tanks for the outer stage engines. Yes, we are. We're going to lower the thrust on the middle one. I'm going to separate the outer stages. There they go. See how nicely it's done. Woo! That's not good. Oh, I really hate when it does that. Let's see if we can... I hope they fix that sometime, because normal spaceships don't do that. Okay, so let's see our orbit. We're going 700 meters. That's a bit high. I'm going to lower the thrust. Lower it, not end it. We're going to search the 90-degree mark. We're already past it. No, that's not 90 degrees. Okay, that's the good way. Slowly getting there. Slowly getting there. 2, 1. SES on. Okay, so no up. Why are you not sticking on 90? Oh, what gives? No, that's not right. Okay, turn. Not that way. This way. Come on. I know it's hard, but we need to get on a horizontal plane. Okay, we're turning. No, not that much. Turning back to normal. Okay, and at 10 degrees. Okay, we're enabling the SES. Okay, now. Oh, not the RCS. Still want to save some fuel. Excuse me. And now let's head to the 90 degrees marker. We've got less than 300 kilometers, roughly 5 minutes. Get to the 90 degrees. Get up, you! I don't have any RCS thrusters on the belly of the ship, which is a pain of the arse. It's a very good ship, and I'm surprised that this thing can actually maneuver well, but not as well as I had hoped. So this movement, the movement that involves going downwards, going sideways, okay, but it's movement where I have to go up. Then basically, no, that's not going. That's the ship saying no, we're not going to do that. You mean go down, right? You don't want to go up, you want to go down, and you want to have to fun ride. Okay, okay. These are gimbling engines, so... No, that big one is a gimbling engine, so it helps a bit. Maybe you should increase the thrust a bit to give me a little bit more maneuverability. Slowly. Slowly. Perfect. On the mark. Well, not really on the mark. Up, up. Okay, so here we are. We are as good on the mark as possible. Okay, hup, we are on the mark. Brilliant. So how much time do we have left? So 800 meters. Let's turn down the engines because we want to save our fuel until we get there. There's not much to see. Of course, now that we are out of the atmosphere, everything's quieter. So there's a few possibilities to quiet the noise down, so the general level will go down a few notches, but then there's also the second post edit, which I usually do, that can also be used to lower the sound. I also have an announcement on the HCT side. So on Sunday, the big episode, which includes episode 12 to 15, will be released. I'm going to do a spoiler. The chances of me finding a village in 15 are absolutely 0. So in 15, if we can't find a village, and we probably won't, I'm going to build a small castle. It won't be big. And I'm going to focus on equivalent exchange. I'm going to get a flying ring and an alchemical bag and maybe some red metal armor, and then I'm going to use those to continue my search for a village. But yeah, these things also include me going to the Nether, and chances are I won't survive that. Chances are not really bad, but yeah. Okay, we are now how far away from the apsis? Oh, or the apoapsis? Still a bit far. We'll zoom out. So that's Kerbin, that's Mun, that's Minmus. And yeah, that's Eve, that's Mercury. No, that's Venus. Moho is Mercury. Then we have Juna, which is a Mars-like, and then we have Jewel, which is a Jupiter-like with several moons. We also see debris of several failed attempts of getting to other planets. Getting to the other orbits is no problem. Getting near the planet and getting caught by its gravity has been the problem. Also seem to almost always miss them. So what we are now waiting for is to get near the apoapsis, so another 50 kilometers upwards, and then we can start burning to increase the size of our orbit. I'm gonna note that 800 kilometers is not what the space shuttle used to do. That it's just that I'm gonna try this space shuttle design. It's served me well. It's been the most trustworthy vehicle I've ever made in KSP. It's actually been the first vehicle that I've been able to successfully land and without breaking anything on Kerbin. Well, that's an overstatement. I've broken a lot on it. Problems are either the engine in the back or the SAS module here in the front. But 9 out of 10 times I can land this thing without blowing something up. And we'll see if that case is true for the other 2 planets I'm going for, and that should be easier with a lower atmosphere. No, with a lower gravity. I could try and land this on Minmus or Moon, but then it would need a flat surface, and really there's no glide. Well, it's a glider, so there's no atmosphere, so there's nothing to glide to. I might build something to land in such a way instead of the classical ways to land, because I keep failing. Okay, I need the SAS off so that I can stabilize the tilt. Okay, a few more kilometers. 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's engage the engine. Full throttle. And look at that orbit go! Well, not really an orbit, it's a trajectory at the moment. So it hopefully becomes an orbit. Problem is there's still the bug, so there's fuel, no fuel, no fuel. So only that fuel left. Oh whoa. Okay. And stop. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are in an orbit around Kerbin. Next time we'll hopefully be using the remainder of the fuel here to get to a trajectory out of Kerbin orbit and make a transit to another planet's orbit. I'll see you then. Bye!